On a warm Saturday evening at the Bristol Motor Speedway in Bristol, Tennessee, the doghouse of Michael Rogers lines up his super modified two-wheel drive truck to compete at the Lucas Oil Shootout, a part of the ATPA Jasper Engine and Transmission Pulling Series. And the most unusual thing about this truck, it's a Mopar, ladies and gentlemen, a Dodge truck. Now, he has the option on the test hook of either accepting or rejecting that hook. Let's find out what he's going to do.
Okay, Roger. Hey.
Tell me what went wrong on the pass.
Well, I think I got a broke distributor cap because I saw it arcing fire on the back of the blower, and it just didn't have a good hookup, so I'm going to drop the last. Hopefully, I'll do better.
Get a little bit of time, go back and hopefully fix it and get back out here.
Yeah, I'm going to put a new cap on it, move some weight around, and hope I'll do a little bit better than I did the first time.
So, Michael will have a shot a little bit later on. Meanwhile, Dan Walsh, a member of the Simon Says team, comes up. He'll take a shot at it. Let's see what he can do with his two-wheel drive, super modified Ford truck. He calls it the Irish Challenger. Oh, looking pretty good right down the middle of the course, but never did have that front end very high in the air. Will Dan accept it? No, he also declines the pull. So they'll reset the sled again. And the bullseye of Keith Long will pull up right now. He'll see if he can get a pull that he will accept. They'll keep trying this until they finally get the sled right and somebody accepts the pull. Long on a good run. Again, those tires barely up in the air on the front end, suddenly bouncing up and down. Will he accept the pull? Let's go down to Ken Stout, who's going to catch up with it and find out the answer to that so important question.
Why do you keep it or do you drop it?
I dropped that hook. I believe I can move a little weight back, change gear, and do a lot better.
It was certainly bouncing pretty hard at the end.
It was bouncing very hard. It was trying to hook and unhook, and we just missed our weight.
We'll find out how he does here in just a little bit. See if he can come back here and at least get into the top three for the shootout.
From Bristol, Tennessee, in the Bristol Motor Speedway on Pit Road, this is show number 4 and our final in the series. This is the Lucas Oil Shootout. Tom McConnell is at the Motor Speedway to bring us up to date on what we can expect to see in this evening's program.
All season long, the top pullers in the super modified two-wheel drive category and also in the Lucas Oil Big Rigs have been vying for points to qualify them to participate here at the world-famous Bristol Motor Speedway on Pit Road. What we're going to be featuring tonight will be the super modified two-wheel drives. You've already seen a couple of those ultra-exotic machines go down the track. The big news this year, Roger Simon's team finished 1, 2, and 3 in the points, with Dan Walsh finishing 3rd. Now, the Long brothers are here tonight. They're going to try to win the shootout here at Bristol Motor Speedway. Also behind me, the top 5 Lucas Oil Big Rigs are here. They've had to qualify all season long, just like the other categories, to participate here at Bristol Motor Speedway. We're going to fill the stadium up with smoke just a little bit later on, so keep your eyes and ears tuned to ESPN2.
All right, thank you very much, Tom. Hurry up and get up here in the booth and join me, because Roger Simon, the guy that won the World Championship, is on hand with his Dodge, and as Tom comes in. Now, is this the one that finished 1st or 2nd or 3rd?
This was the one that won it all. Roger Simon. Simon Says his Dodge, two-time ATPA Jasper Engines Grand American Champion. He'll set the mark to beat 290.43.
Will he accept that? He will take it, and Ken Stout is down there to talk to him about it.
290.43. I know you don't have much time to make any changes to the Chevy, but when you came out of the hole, this thing was on the chip.
Yeah, we took it up for quite a few RPMs. We went up a high gear, and that didn't hook. We should have moved another. We moved 350 back since Dan's run, but we should have moved another about 300 back and went another gear higher and put some more air out the tires, and we're going to try to do that to the other one quick.
You're going to try to get the gear change as well?
That's right.
Now, he'll be running to the other truck, no doubt. He's not next, but he's the one after, so he doesn't have much time left at all. Go back, try to make those changes, and come out here and get a full pull-in.
All right, thank you very much, Ken Stout. We'll see him in just a minute. Right now, that next one you were talking about is the avant-garde entry of Don Finney.
Don Finney on his way to making a very good run. Got it balanced very good. Seems like it took in a lot of ground speed. Just a very good run. I think he might do it. He just made a full pull.
Indeed he did. 318.21 feet. That is 18 feet over the mark, and the crowd appreciates that.
Nice job, Don. No matter what happens, you will absolutely be in a shootout here tonight.
We'll let them come and get us. That's all I got to say. I want to thank all of our sponsors, Jasper and Valco and Jacobson and everybody, and especially the Speedway for having us, because we really enjoy it. It's a beautiful facility.
What in the world did you do differently to get such a good pull out of this thing?
We ran it identical the same way we ran it at Shepherdsville 2 weeks ago. Pulled it at Shepherdsville, but we blew a cylinder blower and couldn't come back. So now we're coming back.
Indeed he will. We'll have that and more trucks when we continue from Bristol. Mysteries here tonight with more on what we're going to have to do. Let's go to Ken Stout.
The competitors in this super modified two-wheel drive class hit it tonight. 11 out of 12 competitors will go into the pull-up. We're going to pick up the action there, but first, let me tell you about the one guy that didn't make it. It is none other than the defending champion, or the new champion, I should say, here in the year 2000. I'm talking about none other than Roger Simon, and it was his 2000 winning truck that did not make it into the pull-up. Of course, his Chevy is still in the contest. Let's get to the action.
Wow, that is shocking as we go into the Jasper pull-off that Roger Simon didn't make it. Everybody had a full pull. Roger, you saw him just a few minutes ago, only went 290 feet, so he is not in that pull-off. He has to be in shock as we watch Don Finney doing his pull-off attempt, 267 feet. Meanwhile, back on the starting line, Roger Simon talking to the sled operator. We'll have more on that. Let's go to Ken.
267.66, and you're the first one out here.
I don't know. It may hold, it may not. The track's kind of slick back there. I had a hard time getting a hold, but when I did hook, it came hard, so we're going to hope.
Sound like you had it right up on the chip when you got done.
She went right to the chip, so we'll see.
Now, Roger Simon is explaining to the sled operator, not too happy, that he is going to decline to pull with his other trucks, the Chevrolet, because his Dodge did not make it to the pull-off. He's just kind of embarrassed, Tom.
That could be the case. As we go now to the next puller, that is Paul Ravey's Red Alert, Rogersville, Tennessee, just down the road. Kind of a local, I guess you could say. Check out the wheel stand on that beautiful Chevrolet. Up in the air, and he shuts down.
You weren't kidding about up in the air. He's going to be quite a bit short. This track is really starting to bite. Let's take a look at that wheel stand one more time. When you said up in the air, you were dead serious about it, watching coming down track, and then at about the 240-foot mark, he starts going way high up in the air. Ends up just over 250. Our next puller will be the Foolish Pleasure. This is Lisa Tatum, who has done well in the past at ATPA course.
In fact, she won the Middle United States Jasper Engine Point Championship this year. Coming here to run with the big boys in Bristol. She is going to come up short. Don Finney looking good.
I'll tell you what, Fred Whitmore, who is in charge of this event on behalf of the Bristol Motor Speedway, has done an excellent job in preparing this service as we watch Dan Walsh and the Irish Challenger pulling. Now, although he's a part of Roger Simon's team, he is going in the pull-off.
He is going in the pull-off, number 3 in the Jasper Engines ATPA points. Just screaming it. Nobody being able to really get it hooked up this second go-round.
Well, we'll take a break from here in Bristol, Tennessee. We'll continue with more. In Bristol, Tennessee, the Long family watching the action. We'll have more of that. Right now, Ken Stout has a special award.
Roger Simon and the Simon Says team once again dominated the two-wheel drive category. And Roger is going to win the Jasper's Engines and Transmissions Best Engineered Award this week. Now, there's any number of things that we could talk about on these trucks that would certainly justify winning this award. We just want to point out a couple to you. He does do some stuff a little bit differently than the rest of the category, and it seems to be working for him. For starters, this is the Dodge that actually won the category this year. You'll notice that there's no clutch pedal here. You just see the steering brake, left brake and right brake. It's actually a centrifugal clutch that they're utilizing in this particular combination. He puts it in gear here, very similar to the controls, if you will, on a boat, and runs the throttle here. Now, if you go up to the front of this truck, you'll see that they've also designed a starter bracket. Everything is self-contained up here. It's needle bearing supported right onto the crankshaft, but a nice aluminum bracket has been custom designed to hold this huge starter. In fact, some of the nitro guys have even thought about going to this particular combination. But the true secret to this truck lies inside of this huge Hemi power plant. They're utilizing a different camshaft, giving these guys a few more RPMs and some more horsepower. Oh, and there's one other secret. It lies in the rear end. We asked him what it was, and in typical Roger Simon fashion, he said, well, it's just something special. We didn't get anything out of him. You can bet these guys will be tough, and this is just some of the reasons why they've won the Jasper's Engines and Transmissions Best Engineered Award.
Well, we agree with that. A long overdue award for Roger Simon. But we're busy with this pull-off right now. Ken Stout back on the pit road. Here's the Bristol Motor Speedway. Keith Long lines up with the bullseye.
He's on a very good run. At least he's got the front end up. He's trying to actually beat his old truck. He used to own Don Finney's truck. So did Don a few years ago. Looks like he missed his old truck right now. Don Finney still holds on to the lead.
Here's the guy that's one of the owners of Balco Cincinnati, one of the ATPA regular sponsors. Ladies and gentlemen, out of Cincinnati, Ohio, the Just for Fun entry of Rich Sandiford.
Rich kind of rocking at the starting line, not being able to get a hold of it. I think the moisture has come up in this track. It's night and it's slick now, and it's making it quite difficult to get the two-wheel drives to hook up on its head.
And then the Jack Daniels sponsored entry of Danny Hubert is always a favor on the ATPA Tour.
Still looking good right now, I gotta say. Don Finney, 267.66. That blower belt, it was looking funny, and now it's totally snapped.
Well, I don't know what
and
happened
that
unless the kill
ends
switch
hope
came
for
out.
a victory right there.
It started to stretch just a little bit. Finally, it broke. And hey, when the blower belt breaks, it's all over. Utterly Smooth is the sponsor of this next entry, driven by Daryl Varner. And in case you're wondering, Utterly Smooth has nothing to do with cows, even though the truck is painted that way.
It's just a hand cream. You can pick it up at your neighborhood stores. And he comes close to getting Don Finney, but Don just sweated another bullet, 266.79 for Daryl Varner. As we check out Ricky Long, the Willie Make It.
Cute name for a Willys pickup truck. We saw the Long family a little bit earlier in the show. And then quite an effort here, regular competitors. 255 feet. I mean, this track is sticky.
One truck left. It's a Dodge. Michael Rogers out of Saluda, South Carolina. Don Finney's in the lead. I got to tell you something about Don Finney. He's been pulling with the ATPA since 1993. Has never won a Grand American Jasper Engines ATPA event. Will tonight be his night? Yes, it will. There's going to be a party in Paris, Illinois when he gets home.
Ken Stout is with our winner.
Boy, I'll tell you, you didn't think it was going to last, but it did.
Well, I told you it was a good hook, but I wasn't sure. And this track was kind of funny tonight. I was very happy with it. And we just need to thank all of our sponsors, Lucas and Jasper and Jacobson and everybody that really took them, and Bristol for having us, because I think this is a beautiful facility. And like my grandson, he's always helped me a lot. My friend down there, I can't do it without them. I have to have them too. So I want to thank everybody, and good luck, and we hope to see you next year.
Good job. Congratulations.
Thank you.
And our congratulations from the booth to Don Finney, Daryl Warner, Keith Long, Ricky Long, Paul Rainey, all the guys that made a full pull and got a hold of this tricky track here in Bristol tonight.